Okay, so let's just say you just received a Nintendo Switch. So you have the dual chip mod, which is that right there. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn on the Switch like normal. Push the power button. Turns on. And I log on. And you see nothing. Access to internet, connected to the Wi-Fi. There's profile, picture, nothing. There's no game saved. And you go to albums, there's nothing. Okay, so this is the, you can go on the internet, on the Nintendo eShop. You can go, download games, things like that. So you want to go ahead and access your mod. You go ahead and power off. Go ahead and shut it off, don't restart it. So now you're going to go ahead and hold the plus button. You're going to push the power up button one time, and then you access your mod. So this is going to go ahead and power up. Dual system. And this is where the magic happens. You can even see the difference. So this is Tinfoil. Tinfoil downloads games. And you can see it's on airplane mode with the Wi-Fi on. That's where I like to keep it. This is for a different customer, or you might be watching this video, it's for you. But these are the games that he requested. And you go to albums on here, and then you access the rest of the content. You go to the games. These are the games that are on this one. Okay, and that's your license. That's the installer, just in case you delete them. Those are the ones that are saved in the SD card. And this one right here is Retro Games. So you click on that, go through the titles you want. There's a lot of them. Okay, so these are also games that are downloaded from Tinfoil. And then this is another Retro Arcade, which has Super Nintendo games in it. This is the other one. And you go to, there we go. Those are previous games that I played, but you got Atari. A lot of Atari. There's Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Color, Game Boy. This is Nintendo 64 games. This is Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Sega. Genesis. A lot of fun there. So the Tinfoil. Close that out. Now sometimes when you try to access this Tinfoil, it's going to tell you that it's going to give you an error message. If that happens, just go ahead and delete it from your main screen. Don't worry, I'll show you how to download that later. This is pretty much telling us that because of the coronavirus, some of the new games aren't available, and which is very true because I couldn't download the latest Doom version, and it's just temporarily until they can get some more funding. They're asking for donations. You don't have to donate or anything like that. If you want to go to new games and you want to look at the titles, there we go. These are homebrew games. They're titled games. If you want to do a search, go to the plus sign and then you go by name. I'll go through the list. Let's say you just look for a particular game. Go back to this screen, from there to this, and you go to the plus sign, and you can type in anything you're looking for, and it will give you all the list of games you can download. And from there you can go ahead and pick the ones you want. Just make sure you have enough memory. Don't try to load something that you don't have enough memory on. This one has 3.6 gigabytes left in it. You don't really want to overwork your system memory. You want to keep it like around 11. This one you can add and delete. This particular Switch right here, they got some pretty heavy games, a lot of updates on it, so it uses up that memory card pretty good. But if you get tired of a game and you beat it, you want to delete it, just go ahead and go over here. You go to SD card, you go to File, Browser, SD, and then you go to the game you want to delete, and then follow the instructions. Y for delete, you delete it, you make up more room, you'll see that reflect on that micro SD card memory. And then if you want to check on the status of downloaded games, or if you want to update, you want to see what's available to update on the games you have, like I said, just make sure you have enough memory, and that will go ahead and update the games. So I am actually going to go ahead and upload this one, and then take it to this screen, location SD card. When you download a game, you can also include all the DLC, all the latest updates. You just, whatever you want to apply. In this case, I'm just going to go ahead and click install, and it's going to go ahead and install that for me. You don't really want to download big files on handheld mode. You don't want to overheat your Switch too much, so you go ahead and put it in dock mode. And it downloads a lot faster than on handheld mode. You don't want to overwork your Switch. And that's pretty much it. If there's any other stuff that you need help with, I can go ahead and make another video. But this is pretty standard. 1 second. Okay, another thing I want to point out is, let's say you don't want to access your mod, you want to access your regular Switch content where you can go online. I would take the memory card out and put another memory card in there just to be on the safe side. You never want to go ahead and delete any of the content if it asks you to reformat in the other friendly mode, because you can actually delete everything on the SD card, and you're going to have to send it back to me so I can re-upload all the goodies in there for you, which I don't mind doing, but might be a little bit of a hassle for you. But I do want to specify that you want to have a separate SD card. When you power up, go ahead and take the other one out, put your other one in there. You can download games on there from games that you do have, just the normal Switch stuff. But I just wanted to point that out just in case, just to be on the safe side. These consoles aren't banned from Nintendo. You don't want them to be banned because then you can't play online. But if you were to get it banned, you can play on the servers for the modded community, but you do limit your ability, with your Switch. So I'll give you a heads up on that. Okay, cool. This one's still downloading, updating. So I'm gonna go ahead and use my personal one right here. a couple of things I thought about showing. So you go to your homebrew screen. Let's see. And more games. More games on there. More other things you can do. Stuff you really don't have to worry about unless you... Yeah, stuff you really don't have to worry about. Go to options. So, the first one here, I have not really tried it, but you can wirelessly connect to another device. And stealth mode is enabled automatically. This is so you don't get banned from Nintendo. You don't want them knowing that you have a modded console. It is not something they want on their servers. So this automatically enables stealth mode. If for any reason, by any reason, you want to take off stealth mode, that's up to you, but it will get your system banned eventually, and you don't want that. So this is updates here, SXOS. You can click on that, like once every 6 months, once a year. You can contact me and let me know if there's an update. I can let you know if there's an update. But that's pretty much it. And then this is the internet local play for the mod community. You can enable that when you play games. It will go ahead and look for the people that are on, and you can play online with them. And then no games running, you run the game and you check the cheats out. This gives you cheats for the game. What's the fun in that, right? So this is my library. I obviously have a pretty big memory card on there, but I will be able to have almost every single title that's out, except for the ones that have been affected by the coronavirus. And just let me know what you need. I can always update your card if you don't want to do it yourself. And let me see if I can get this to fail. Let's see if I can get it to fail. Anyways, if this gives you an error message, all you got to do is click the plus sign, go to manage software, and you go to delete software. Let's say it freezes up, doesn't let you access it from the screen. You go to delete, don't worry, it'll delete it for you. And then it is still saved on the SD card, so you go back to albums, installer. Actually, this one's in Homebrew, and there's tinfoil. Click on it. It's going to take you here, but go back to home, and there it is again. Click it, and you're back online, ready to download stuff, updates, DLC. That's pretty much it. Game on. Don't worry about these messages.